Crimsonclad.
Yeah, with me! Oh, things are not working the way they should. And listen, my radio's going. Hold on. We're trying some new things tonight. Stop intro. There we go. So, hey, welcome. You guys have got to let me know how things look and sound for you tonight, because if you will notice, things are a little bit different. Although, man, this camera is like close to my face. Hi. I am now streaming through Streamlabs. So what that means is basically my whole previous OBS setup is completely fuckeried, and everything has been set up on a totally new piece of software. Hey, JJ's back. Oh my goodness, he had a taste last week and he couldn't get enough. Oh, that's fabulous. So glad to see you, my man. Theta is a cool place, and I'm glad that you are there and are hanging out with us. So here we are, we're back. We're testing out some things, and I'm getting used to this layout. I wanted to have a little more time. The stinger! Why did I switch? Because solo, people have been asking me for a bunch of different, oh my gosh, like this camera view is really messed up. I'm also not wearing a metal shirt today because I raced home from work. So, you know, it's a whole thing. It's a work in progress for sure. OBS is great. It has nothing to do with OBS not being good enough, and I actually honestly prefer OBS. I'm testing out Streamlabs today, and also let me know how levels are, because again, my audio setup's a little bit different. I didn't get a chance to kind of lay out exactly how I wanted the full setup to look. So things are a little different. It's experimental. But the reason that I switched largely was because I wanted to test out some of the integrated features. One of the things that we were trying to get to work, and what should work, but didn't previously, maybe a little higher. That's wild. For most people, I'm usually blowing their fucking head off. I'm clipping right now on the, just double check. We'll kind of go. I'm going to get a couple people to give me feedback and then we'll go from there. But long story short is, so I'm streaming on a new piece of software. It's exactly the same, and yet it's also not the same. And part of the reason for that was specifically because a lot of the integrated features that Streamlabs makes available for free just don't play nicely with OBS. And I'm sure they do that on purpose because they know if they get you using their software, you will inevitably probably start using their paid services. Well, joke's on them because I won't. So, we're getting a feel for it. But so the way that my stream software is set up is a little different, and I'm gonna probably be a fumbly pants fucking McGee tonight. But one of the best things about this that I will say with me, that's right, is that there is sort of a customizable dashboard. And, oh, this is problematic. This white balancing with this camera back, with this light back here. Let me just try turning it off. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, it's bad. Can't do that. Okay. Never mind. We'll work out this bit after. Hey, JJ, thanks for sending us some tea fuel. And Nine says, I have the best laugh. You know what, Nine? Thank you. Many people call it a cackle. And I accept that. I accept that it's a cackle. 1,000% I accept. It is. It's a little witchy. It's a little cackly. But it's because I'm having fun. So anyways, I'll briefly go over the software stuff. I know you guys don't care, but I love to tell you about all these things that I'm experimenting with. And the better I get with them, the more I can help other people and teach other people and hopefully, make cool things happen. So the dealio is, that's going to drive me nuts. I see the white balance doing things every time I cover this light back here. So the reason I'm doing this is they have a customizable dashboard that makes a lot of the stuff that you're managing all at once. You can kind of customize looking at it all in one place. That's pretty valuable to me. But also, a lot of people have been asking me, oh, I want to do a super chat. Oh, I want that thing that speaks the words that I say. Oh, I want a tip jar. Oh, I want alerts. And I'm like, I don't fucking know how to do any of that. So I'm giving it a test. Now, I will say, YouTube says it is connected via Restream tonight. It doesn't always do that. So I'm hoping maybe once and for all. Guys, did we fucking sort out the YouTube problems? We may not have. It's entirely possible that we did not. But a small part of me likes to think that just maybe we did. So if you're able to, if you're one of my fabulous YouTube friends, please chat over there. Do TTS super chats. Yes, exactly. That's what people want. People want shit like that. So I can see the YouTube connection has been established in one of my chats, and we'll see how it rolls here. It looks like it's working. Guys, Restream is working. That means if you are a watcher on YouTube, it will now start piping back into Discord. We fucking fixed it. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah! So there you go. It took me... How long did that take me, friends? Did that legitimately fucking take me 5 months? 6 months to fix that API? Oof. Big motherfucking oof. But we did it. We got it. We're here. We're laughing now. So there you go. I'm pleased with that. One win for Crim tonight. One small win. All right. So long story short is a lot of these things will hopefully be possible. I am working on getting some of this stuff set up. Quaz asking if that guy went to jail for the Capitol shenanigans. Yes, if you were asking about John Schaefer, if you were asking about the guy from Iced Earth, yeah, that guy turned himself in. So, I mean, Oh, you guys are talking for somebody else. Okay, never mind. My bad, my bad. But if you've been here over the last couple weeks, of course, we happen to talk about there was a prominent metal figure from Iced Earth who have often played for you guys. Can you get a YouTube link? You sure fucking can. And actually, JJ, hold on. Before you do it, we're going to test a fucking alert box widget. In theory, because this is integrated, if you do the alert box thing, it should show up on my screen. Okay, let me test it. Guys, you're here with me. You're watching the video. You're listening to the stream while we're waiting for more people to come in. Yes, evil technology. It's working. That's Marco, I think. So here we go. Let's test the widget first of all. Can you guys hear that and see that on the screen? I subscribed to myself like a fucking lame wad. It's the standard one. But let's just see. If you guys, JJ, we're going to give you the link. And we're going to keep testing, and then I swear we're going to move into a real stream tonight. But this is part of it. This is the love. Ron's not going to make it through the show. He's going to die. He's so tired. Ron, that's okay. I will do my best to not be a useless loser for you. So, I'm hoping it worked. I can't watch my own stream, a clip of it, because then we'll get some crazy feedback. But there you go. There's the YouTube channel there. If you want to, please follow and let's see if we can make it go. And yeah, I'll follow up on the John Schaefer stuff afterwards, just to kind of touch base. And then I have a lot of music for you guys tonight. It'll be fun. You gotta hit the lights. The zombie alert worked. Good. So if JJ maybe can follow like a jerk, if JJ can follow on YouTube, we'll see if he can trigger the alert without me doing a test. Because I cheated. I actually generated that alert through the OBS software. So, I mean, you know, I can technically spam you guys and make you think that I'm really cool. Check it out. Except it says Crimsonclad every time. So you guys are going to be able to, Hey, there you go, Justin. Good man. So cool. I don't know if you actually followed. If you did, it certainly did not set off an alert, which means I'm still fucking shitty. But we're getting closer over time. All right. So let's actually pretend to start the show now. Let's do the thing. I see JJ's in here as well. Oh my goodness, look at him. Boom. He's everywhere. So, hey, El Gecko, thanks for joining us. Everybody's popping in wherever you may be watching. I don't have my viewer numbers up on the screen. I usually do, but I don't tonight because I'm an asshole because they're not properly organized. Like, you'll see, I'll flip them up on the screen. There you go. There's somebody watching on Twitch. There's a bunch of other stuff. I'll get to it. All right, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to listen to A, fuckload of new music. B, you guys have already had 100 messages in chat. That's like, good job. It's going to be a wild night, I think. We are going to listen to a bunch of new music, which is great because lots of awesome stuff came out in the last little week and a bit. And we're also going to pick up where I left off last week, which was I was racing home from work and, you know, we were trying to pick what we wanted to pick. And last week, if you were here, what we ended up doing sort of some bright, beautiful, progressive music, a little bit genty. Yeah, damn it. YouTube subscribe is a bust. It was the whole point of switching software was that stupid alert. I know, I suck. I'm sorry. I'm a loser. You get used to it, honestly. Hey, Anna. I don't know unless that is somebody else's alt account. I don't know. Listen, I'm just one of the people who is fucking running your blockchain. Don't worry about it. I can't make a fucking YouTube thing work, but it's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. All right. So this week, I have a bunch of music that is roughly lightly spaced themed. So in between all of the new music that I want to play for you, I have some sort of spacey tracks because frankly, in the crypto world, everything is going to the moon. So we are going to riff off that tonight. Marco on your job computer. Well, that's fine. I'll take all of your completely fake and not true YouTube likes. I'm not too proud. I'm not too fucking proud. I also said I would promote. I made a big tweet about doing more promotion and then I didn't because I was racing to get the Streamlabs up. I didn't tweet. All right. So, space music, new music, good chat, you guys, me, good times on Full Force Radio. That's the plan for tonight. Fuck me, man. Oh, God. So while we are here, while we are doing the thing, while we are having some fun, I will kind of touch, yeah, I got it. I know, we fixed the YouTube. It's amazing. Poeta bendito. I did it. Don't ask me how I broke it in the first place. I'm an asshole and I can't figure shit out. I don't know. During the first song that I play, I'll try and fix up the viewer numbers so everybody watching on YouTube will show up in the chat, because that's one thing that I know for you guys when you watch a video. It feels good when you can see your little face floating by on the screen, or you can see your number showing up. I know that's kind of a nice thing. So don't worry about it. We will we will sort it out. No, Justin, trust me, it's Crim's fault. It's always Crim's fault. In fact, we have a term for it. It's crumbing. You've crumbed like a crim. You're crummy. That's a thing. That's a legit term for sucking, and I'm good at it. So let us start off with a little bit of music. I want to ask you guys about your week. It's pretty chill. It's going to be kind of a hangout stream tonight because there's almost nobody here compared to normal. There's only like, 10 people? 15 people, if we count the YouTubers and the other people who are listening on the thing. I don't know, man. It's a quiet night tonight. That's sad. We're going to fix it. But either way, I got lots of music for you. So let me jump over to my playlist. We're going to test out the music view version of the new overlay, the new old overlay. The new overlay, same as the old overlay. Let me just see what I have to play for you tonight. Now, there will be some harder stuff. So for those of you guys who are like, ooh, a little uncomfortable, hey, Matt, what's going on over in Theta? Yeah, the only problem with Theta is those emojis don't come over here. So if you put a big, string of fun emoji, you can only see them on the Theta interface. So, you just gotta go. The YouTubers are not on the overlay. It's unfair. I know. It's unfair. I'm a bad DJ, but I'll fix it because I do love you. Now, let's actually get to some fucking music. If you are someone who gets a little scared, because some nights I do play a little bit harder stuff, we got a mix tonight. We really do. We have a big mix. I noticed that a lot of the music is a little bit speed metal and power metal leaning, and that is often because space. I'm not gonna lie, we have fantasies about going to space. Elon is solo crashes, but I'm always madly impressed that he makes it for what he does, because he's always up pretty early, and he comes to hang out with me anyways. We've got Elon out there doing crazy space shit, pumping crypto and launching and blowing up fucking rockets and, living the dream, really. So we could talk a little bit about that if you guys want, because I do really enjoy a lot of the SpaceX stuff. I find it absolutely fascinating. And then, yeah, space and crypto is a trope. The only thing that you ever find people in the crypto space asking is when moon and Bob's, which might end up being the name of this show. Hi, Neil. So, yeah, a lot of the tracks tonight are going to be lighter, are going to be a little bit easier to digest for a lot of you. And there are some harder tracks too. So, if it's a little bit much for you, no problem. There'll always be something around the corner that's a little bit different. We like to keep it varied. And of course, you get to come chat with me. So I appreciate you no matter what you do. Doge mooned it. Yeah, it was up, it was down, it was sideways. It's going to be up again and probably sideways some more. So we'll celebrate all things space tonight. Lots of new music for you guys. And hopefully I can put some really fucking loud music in your ears. I also fixed a lot of the coding on this overlay, which you can't see, but it brings me internal satisfaction. Because often when I code, things don't work. Things don't work the way I want to. It is the life of a programmer. And any programmer who tells you that they write a piece of code and it works right off the bat is a lying sack of shit. Or I'm really bad. But you know what? Let's go with my first one. You just, you make me feel good about myself. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. And on Thursday nights? I have a show on Saturday too. Thursday nights, Saturday mornings, Friday afternoons, depending on where the fuck you are in the world. Listen, whatever time it is for you right now, that's when my show is. That's when Full Force Radio is. My name is Crimsonclad. You will probably find me broadcasted through MSP waves. And let's do some fucking metal tonight. What should we start with? maybe, baby, let's do some Enforcer. This is some speed metal. Let's bring everybody in with a pump up track. Enforcer on Full Force Radio. Oh, you know what? There it is. Long, quiet intro. Fucking hell. Yes. So, a little bit more deedly doodlies all the way out. I'm gonna pause during all of this. Shut up now. Okay, so here's the deal. The music screen is still broken. If you can see, if you're looking at it, it's still not fully worked out. And yeah, it's okay, Matt, no problem. So I turned the track up a little bit there. It may sound like it's peaking. Usually I do have the audio redlining. You always want sort of on, when you're matching your levels, you always kind of want your inputs just kind of touching the red line. That's kind of where I've found is the absolute worst listener ever. So that's usually where I keep it at. I turn things up a little bit. If it has to come back down, let me know. It absolutely is. It absolutely is peaking a little bit because I did turn it up. So I'm hoping that for you guys that are listening, if you're listening through Discord, Discord is trash. It is bad. And we say this every week, and I know a lot of you guys show up in the chat. Hey, Lax, I know a lot of you guys show up in the chat so I can see you, so you can get your little Discord avatar on the overlay, and Discord is one of the best places to chat. So, no problem. I'm trying to figure out a better way to show your faces on the overlay because I know a lot of you guys want to be part of the show down here if you're watching the video. But one of the best things that you can do if you are if you are listening, if you're watching, if you're doing whatever, you can come into the Discord. You can actually deafen yourself. That'll show your avatar up on my screen. You will become part of the cool little display on the actual live stream. But you can listen somewhere else and you can watch videos somewhere else. And if you need all of the options that you have, you can go to fullforce.rocks. Boom! Viking Adventure is so fucking on it. But yeah, you can go wherever you want. All of the chats are interconnected. I'm trying to make it easy for you guys to do whatever it is you want to do. I want you to be happy and I want you to have good sound all up in your ears. So you choose, friends, you choose. Breeze, I haven't said hi to you since you have showed up, but Darsico, hello, and to everybody who's been here. That was a very Jason-y track. Jason likes it a little faster and a little speedier. You just want us to watch your video stream. You know what? Given what a greaseball I am today, my red hair is almost black today because I am a greasy bitch. I wanted to have a shower this morning to wash my hair. I shower every day, but I do not wash my hair every day because it's 3 feet long and it's a bitch. And I wanted to this morning, and somebody ended up coming by to pick up a parcel. I'm always selling crap. I'm always getting things out of the house. I'm still opening boxes from when I moved a year ago, and I'm selling it. I'm getting it out of the house. So some lady, yes, metal grease. That's it. This is a purposeful hairstyle. Please. And yeah, Discord has the least lag. That makes sense too. You know, it's unfortunate. It's just the reality. When you're restreaming, when you send from one ingest out to a bunch of different outputs, you're gonna get lag. That is the magic of the internet. Until I can actually voice to skull, completely transport myself to wherever you are and just yak loudly in your ear directly, there will be some lag, and that's okay. Neil says he still has shit in boxes from 5 years ago. All of you guys have probably moved at some time. How has that gone for you? And Breeze has got she's gotta go. Oh, it's late and stormy where she is. All right. Yeah, so you guys have all moved at some point. It's the worst. I want to know who's got the record because 5 years is pretty big. Ah! Yes! Hey! There we go. Guys, please tell me everybody else saw that and I'm just not a fucking crazy person. Hey, Mr. Meeseeks, please tell me you saw that. Fucking taking off my socks in celebration. It's a fucking goal. Guys, the alert box worked. That's fucking exciting. Holy shit. The whole purpose of doing this bullshit, it worked. Yes. So now, by next week, I have to code 2 unique sets of, notifications because I don't ever use things out of the box. We don't do it that way. No, Crim doesn't do it that way. Crim does everything custom. So this week, I will have to custom code a bunch of moving graphics and notifications for both shows. And, hey, it's almost like I'm a real girl. Thanks, Che. That's awesome. All right, so let's come back around because we were, Viking Adventure was talking. I have the sneaking suspicion for some of you guys, if you were following already and then you unfollowed and then refollowed me, I suspect that doesn't work. I suspect that the algorithms are on to you. I think part of it is probably so you can't spam. If I had to guess, as somebody who knows what assholes are out there, I suspect it's so you can't spam a stream. If I had to guess why that is. Can you imagine, especially if you made an account that was like Crim sucks the chrome off a trailer hitch, and that was like the name of your account, and then you were just following and unfollowing, and my entire stream is just, I'm spitballing. I'm just saying, I've spent enough time on the internet, and I code enough things that people immediately break to know that that is probably exactly what would happen. So, with all that being said, we're just chatting about moving and how it's the worst, and a little bit about space and crypto tonight. It's not like my very first space episode, because I did do one. You guys may or may not remember. I had an episode and we just called it Space, because, you know, when you're talking about outer space and out in orbit, that's how you have to say it. You have to say space. And that was arguably one of my most popular shows ever. So yeah, exactly. Space, you know, to convey depth and meaning and time and, you know, whatever. The bounds of an infinite universe. So yeah, exactly. You're going to change your name to Crummy Crim and then follow me like 17 times in a row until I cry on air, which that's right. There I am floating in a Crim can. It is, Jason, it is one of the best Photoshops, I agree. So I have more music for you guys tonight. Space Ghost, from coast to coast, my friend. I have more music for you tonight. We are testing out a bunch of good, fun, random, you know, fuckery. We're testing out a new program. Everything's a little bit off, a little bit broken. I actually was going to test, I found a way to hack the firmware of a camera, one of my mirrorless SLRs. So I'm going to test, maybe, I was, again, hoping for this week, but it won't be, even higher resolution camera, which is either a great idea or a fucking terrible idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you guys want to see, but probably not my face in that high of resolution. Tough titties, bitches. So let's continue on. Let's do some more music. I want to know, I want to know if there's anything that you guys, when you moved, is there anything where you looked at it after you unpacked it, or you thought about unpacking it and you were just like, absolutely not. There's no way. Fuck that shit. And it's like a thing that you didn't intend to get rid of, but you just realized that unpacking it again would just be way, way, way too hard. So you just noped on out of it. I'm just curious, because I'm not saying that's a thing. I like your face. I'm not saying that's a thing that happens, but that's a thing that happens. And I've been finding some shit. Like, you want to see this thing behind me? I have a racing wheel. Remember, Solo was talking to me about playing video games on the stream, and potentially playing like Forza Horizon or racing games. I'm like, I have shit kicking around everywhere that I've just like, I've been kicking around. It's hard to unpack. It's a lot of work. Why do I have this? I don't want it. Like, it's time. It's time. It all has to go. It all has to go. You have chunk boxes that just stay in the box, and they continually accumulate every time you move. Hey, Road to Nowhere is here. One of my favorites. Viking Adventures rocking some oil makeup. That's pretty fucking legit. And, yeah, so I'm just curious to know, what is it that you're schlepping from house to house? Now, one thing that Neil has that I think is fascinating is Neil has this, like, bag sauna. And Neil, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything, but I'm both absolutely fucking fascinated by it and also a little weirded out. So the idea is it's like a personal steam sauna. And you get what? Like a humidifier and a heater, and you plug it into the bag, and you wear the bag, and you zip the bag. You zip the bag up, like, you know, like a basting bag for when you're cooking. Oh God, Neil, I'm so sorry. And I think it's awesome because there's an example of a thing that you wouldn't want to take to a new house or build in a new house, or like is expensive if it's like actually fucking a solid thing. But Neil has a version that I guess you just like roll it up, or what do you do? Take it outside and hit it with the hose, roll it up, pop it back in the closet. I don't know. I'm he did some sauna bag this morning. Oh, the episode will be called Lost in Space, #sauna bag. Something about sauna bag. It sounds so rude. All right. Let's... Gabriel, hi, you've joined us. Who else is hopping in? I see lots of people are jumping into Discord. And I saw that Corbin was over there on the YouTube, and I can actually fucking see it. Yes! There are so many wins today. A lot of uses, but you're AFK. Second I call one of these AFK. Moving plants can be hard. Yeah. Plants don't love being moved a lot. Like last week when I was showing you guys my plants because you guys accused me of having Planchhausen by proxy. And one of the things that I have to say is when I was looking at promoing this week, I put on the website, if you go look at last week's episode, I put a picture on the website for all of you. From the stream, directly taken from the stream. If you're in Discord, you'll see it. I should probably put it up on the overlay. But it is a dedicated photo from me to you taken from last week's stream. If you want to know what it is, it's me holding a plant, looking directly into the camera and fingering you. So, just so you know. All right, let's do some more metal. Like I said, I got lots of good stuff tonight. Depending... Oh, hey, Crim, Mariano. Yes, it's all connected. Things are all coming together. I'm going to try during this next song to get all of you watchers back on the screen and kind of make that pretty again, because I think right now it's floating in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and it shows... Oh, fuck me. It shows there's one person... Oh no, 4 people on YouTube. 4 people on YouTube and 2 people on Twitch, and it's floating in the middle of the chat. And it's just... It's not as attractive as it could be. So we're going to work on that. We're going to try and fix it. I'm going to fiddle around so that the YouTube people get their love and comeuppance. Going to play some louder music. Everybody's going to think about what it would feel like to be a soup in a bag, one of those microwavable soup in a bags, a la Neil. And I'm going to play you guys some new music. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. And every Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever time it is right now for you, I'm here, I play metal, but mostly we talk shit. I mean, let's be realistic. We pretend this is radio, and I play some hard tracks and some soft tracks. I trigger the fuck out of you, you trigger the fuck out of me, and then we just sit here and we chat like a bunch of the weirdest fucking friends ever. I wouldn't change it for the world. So let's see what I have for you. Now, I am thinking I'm going to play you guys a new Alkanos track. Now, this is a band. They are Russian. They are female fronted, and they do some really interesting Russian folk metal. Now, you guys, over the sort of years that you've been with me, these numbers are still just floating in the middle of my overlay. Over the years that you've been with me, I have played you a lot of Alkanos. They're one of my favorite folk metal bands. She's an incredible voice. They're never leaning too heavily on the female fronted thing because, you know, as much as I've celebrated that in episodes, we've had, you know, International Women's Day, the bad bitch streams. We've had all sorts of really awesome sort of female theme shows. At the same time, I hate the idea of female fronted metal as like a genre. It's metal. It doesn't really matter. There's a ton of bands with chicks in them. Do they get as much representation? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you don't even know. So we're not gonna harp on it too much. I love them because they do a really sort of unique flavor of folk metal, and there's a lot of really awesome Russian tunes that they pick up and they weave through piano tracks with some good heavy backgrounds. Now, I'm going to play something off this newest album, and we'll see what you guys think of it, because this came out on January 21st. So like I said, this last couple weeks has been so good for metal releases, and I'm going to get a bunch in your ears tonight if we can stay on track, keep on target. We'll see how that goes. You guys know I'm fucking terrible at it. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio on MSP Waves. I'm not going to try the same name of the song. It's all in Cyrillics. It looks like Bon Kroba. It's probably not that, so don't worry about it. Just check the overlay or on my name in the Discord and you'll see exactly what's playing at the time. If one of you can read it, have at her. fucking killer. That's new Alkanost off a brand new album. I saw everybody in chat was trying to figure out what it meant, what it did. Oh shit, Corbin dug it. He dug it so hard that he leveled up and everybody's screaming at me to drink. Hey, hi, hello. Look at this. JJ found my Vim too. Can we just, like, for real, can we be super stoked that every one of my connections is working? So I haven't got the Vim things up on air either, but I'm going to get them all fixed. You're going to be able to see all of the viewers, all of the listeners, all of the watchers, everybody. I see people on Twitch. Hi. I see people on YouTube. Hi. I see people on Vim. Hi. I see people on MSP Waves. Hi. And I see a ton of you here in the Discord. Hello. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. And every Thursday night I play metal and we talk shit. And right now, honestly, we've been talking about like fucking sauna bags. We've been talking about like sauna bags and moving and bullshit like that. I've been moving to a new software, so the overlay is broken tonight. Okay, it's been broken. Theta is working today, abso-fucking-lutely. Anywhere you want to be, I'm there too. I'm a creepy stream stalker. I'm a creepy stream stalker, okay? JJ needs to get on Hive. Well, I don't know. JJ might even be on Hive because he found my Vim stream and he's chatting on it. That's fucking killer. Let's go with it. So I am going to work on getting all of these numbers poofed back up and looking nice. I'm going to have to open OBS. How do you not burn your toes on the rocks in a sauna bag? Well, let me take a shot first. So cheers to that. I'm getting to the end of my bottle of Knob Creek here. And then, you know, I suspect that if you're going to be in your sweat bag, you're not going to have boiling hot stones at the bottom. But hey, you know what? You do you. If you want to light a fire inside your sauna bag, it's fine by me. You have at her, friends. Okay. All right. Feels good. Toughen you up real quick. Yeah, a good shot of Knob Creek will do that. Okay, friends. So, we also will talk about the fact that it's Van Halentine's Day next week. And some upcoming show stuff. So, if you're kicking around, if you're watching, I see 5 people on the YouTube now. I'm going to work on getting that code looking okay. I got to steal my code from OBS. I got to rip it over here to Streamlabs, and we're going to fix it all on the fly, and it's going to be fucking magic, and everybody's going to be happy, and everybody's going to feel like it's cool. You could chat on YouTube. It'll actually show up. Oh my god, Crim's winning tonight. It's a very small, meaningless win, but it's a win nonetheless. We are playing a bunch of new music. And a lot of the music that I have is either very, very defiant or roughly, loosely space-themed. And I like both of these things, so hopefully you will as well. And we'll go we'll go from there. Boom! There! JJ is on Hive. He knows what's up. Oh, nah, it doesn't work. All right. So, thanks for coming hang with me tonight. We will... we'll ask the inevitable Valentine's Day question, I'm sure, at some point. But I've always thought of it as Van Halentine's Day. I've just, you know, Valentine's fun. Great, perfect. I'll give everybody some love. But at the same time, Van Halentine's. All right, so let's continue on my list. I am going to play at least one more track here. I'm going to play a couple of pieces of music back to back because I have a fucking huge playlist tonight. And you know what's going to happen. We're not going to get to listen to any of it. Now, I did say a lot of this was defiant music, and I'm going to play sort of one of those slightly heavier things. I'm going to play a band called Warbringer. Now, I am a huge, huge fan of these guys, and the last time that I saw them live, was question mark ago? I couldn't tell you when the last time I saw them live was. At least a year. I think the last time I saw them, they were touring with a band called Creator. Now, the reason I bring this up is they do angry music, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, you can kind of guess by their name being Warbringer that that's what you're going to get. They're out of California. They are kind of like a neo-thrash band. They do a lot of kind of speed, fast drums, kind of aggressive lyrics. And so I'm going to play you a track by them. And I feel like Jason will probably like this one. It's a little bit heavier for some of you guys. We'll come back around. I've got everything ranging from New Therion. I have, we're going to actually climax not with Iron Maiden, but with Unleash the Archers tonight. I have Amorphous. I have Infinity Shred. I've got a little bit of everything. We're going to see how much we can make it through. Gosh, I have just full of bourbon burps. Son of a biscuit. And if you have any suggestions for stuff you want to see on the stream as well, then let me know, because I'm working on the stream right now. I'm coding it while you're here with me. We can do some more art stuff. We can work on, you know what? I don't know, man. We can work on a bunch of things, and we'll see where it goes. It's a fun stream. People duck, people bounce, people come, they go. I scare them away inevitably, and we'll spend some time together and see where it progresses to. Last week's art, completely untouched. Exactly the same amount as I did on Live on Air. So, it's been a busy week for me. For those of you guys with your junk boxes full of stuff and your moving boxes that we were talking about earlier, I have been still working around the house. So last week's show turned into a little bit of making fun of, yeah, Nickelback would be cool with you. I know. Yeah. One of the... there is actually some Amon Amarth on tonight's playlist, but probably not the Amon Amarth you're expecting. In fact, it's a track that will probably be polarizing for people who love classic Amon Amarth. But so I've been working on the house this week, and so last week everybody was making fun of me because we were talking about me falling through the ceiling. You guys were talking about me having Planchhausen by proxy. You made up an entire, hey, is that Dylan? It is Dylan. Hey man, good to see you. Good to see you. You guys are making fun of me, saying that I make my plants sickly so I can mother them like a crazy person. God damn you. Everybody triggered everybody else last week, but we were talking about me falling through the ceiling. In the time since last week to this week, I've de-boobed 2 more Halt lights. And tell me, everybody in the world, everybody who's watching, because you guys are from all around the planet. It's a fabulous mix of people. When somebody says to you, a boob light, what does that mean to you? Do you know what a boob light is? I have gentle questions for you, because to me, I thought everybody knew what it was. Like, it's a term that makes sense to me. So I'm curious if you guys know what a boob light is, or if this is one of those crim things. If this is one of those wild crim things that I feel like is an everybody thing. Boob light, not boot light. Boob light. Not my boobs, just boobs, just a boob. Boob light. We'll see. Well, it's a Newfie beer. Darsico, that's right. Hey, I'm gonna go get a boob light, eh? Okay, so while you guys are figuring it out, or if somebody knows what the fuck I'm talking about, it's looking like Krim might be crazy again. What else is new? I'm gonna play a song called Power Unsurpassed. It's a little bit heavier. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. Fucking boob lights. I'm gonna be too slow. Stop. Okay, so there you go. I managed to fix the social numbers. I fixed them. However, they're hot pink and far too large. And if you know Crim, hot pink ain't gonna cut it. But there they are. They're there. So you are now gigantic and glowing. You're just not quite the right color, but we're gonna fix it. I promise. We're gonna fix it. Jesus Christ. I've ruined everything. So we're going to keep at it, my friends. There you go. So when I was talking about Defiant songs earlier, that's one of those bands that for a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's screaming, it's yelling, it's a lot. It is. It's exactly, you know what, Viking Adventure, you're spot fucking on. Hive questing, I like hot pink and large. Here's the thing, Qua. We aren't talking about nipples or boob lights. We're going to come back to the boob light question, though. So I'm going to fix those. I'm going to switch off this view. It's getting a little better. If you're watching the video and things are fucking flying around and numbers are changing and I'm looking like I'm sitting here kind of... It's because I'm fixing my overlay on the fly. I've switched. Did I drink? Yes, I did, Solo. Did you level again? Because in which case I will drink again. I have no problem with it. So... The boob light is indeed, Viking Adventure knew what I was talking about. So for Mariano found an actual boob hanging off the wall. Oh shit, there was a level in there. You leveled up on an attack. All right, I'm an asshole. I didn't drink again. We shall continue. Am I gonna get wrecked tonight? Eileen is here. Hello, Eileen. I haven't sang to you in ages. I haven't sang to you guys in a long time. We should probably, we were supposed to do the karaoke night. No, you didn't miss it. I'm an asshole. Don't worry. I got you, fam. All right. So let me flip back over to the right webcam here. I'm done. And the transitions aren't working either. God, there are so many things that aren't. There's so many things that are broken. And look at, now I've got numbers floating in the middle of the chat. I will fix it. I promise you. Let's put them down here for a second. So yeah, I was talking about boob lights because I de-boobed my hallway, which is a technical term. That's a technical contractor term, is de-boobing. I've been ripping out lighting all over the house and replacing it with LEDs because I'm cheap. I mean, they look better. They look a lot nicer, but also I'm fucking cheap. LEDs save you a lot of money, man, especially when you have an older place. Let me take a shot. Then we'll talk about more music. Then we'll have some more fun. And if your head went to a bad place with boob lights, welcome. You fit here. Okay. Okay. Neil's out here. All right, so I see more people watching on the YouTube. Hey, you're showing up on the screen now. I'm fixing everything. You can chat from anywhere, absolutely anywhere, and you will show up. It's going to be amazing. DDR Freak, yes, my man. DDR Freak, I'm so glad that you are here to see. Look at all this shit. Yes, all of the different... All of the different webhooks are working. All of the chats are working. DDR Freak is chatting from the MSP Waves one, but I have my personal one hooked up. I've got all of the numbers showing. Well, I would. The Vim will be up soon. Long story short is tonight's a win. It's a rough win, but it's a win. And I got lots of good music for you, and we're having a lot of fun. So we've been talking about boobs, and viewership suddenly went up. Don't ask me how that happened. And I'm playing you some new music, some Defiant music, and also some music from space. Now, space is kind of a topical topic. It's a topical topic of as far as topics go. Topic. The reason that it comes up is we were laughing about it. Crypto's all over the place, for real. It feels like everything is pumping, and that's great. Qua loves us all. Yay! Oh, Qua, I love it when you're here. Another person on YouTube, say hi. If you start watching over there, say hi, because it actually fucking works for once. You must have a lot of bandwidth to stream to so many places. I am cheating. I am using a program. Now, I will say, quick kind of shill and a shout out. I specifically use a program called Caster. And the reason that I use Caster is because it supports Vim. And I support Vim. So I give money to a program. I give money to a program, to a company that supports companies I support. So Yeah, exactly. Theta, what up, Jay Fred? I don't know if you've ever been to the show before, but hi, welcome. One of the things that I have to get is the Theta view count. I have to get that up on the overlay. I will. It's all going to happen. I'm going to show and love and appreciate every single one of you all at once. But until then, you're just going to have to say something. Vim TV is awesome. Hey, Gary! I love supporting blockchain-based streaming. You guys can see that. Theta is part of it. I love all of this shit. I'm happy to have you. And so I use Caster. It has nothing to do with my bandwidth. I stream to one server and they do all the rest of the work. They do, yeah, and you know what, DVR Freak? I have a Vim overlay perfectly set up, and I'll even show it to you. I have a snip of it. If you're in the Discord, I'll show it to you. I actually have the Vim overlay set up perfectly on my other OBS stream, but I switched over tonight specifically for the first time to using, here you go, check it out. This is what it looks like when it's perfectly set up. I just don't have it on my stream yet. I have it all set up. Look at all of you watching. Look at, see there's numbers. I'm getting it all. It's not that Vim's missing, it's that I'm a lousy DJ. I suck day to day. And I will say, since Lax is here and he's given me some big chops earlier today. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I really need to be doing and coding. And my streams have suffered. Well, I mean, there's quite a few people. I mean, we're not quite where we normally are. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 30-ish. 30-ish is right. At the start of the show, when we first couple of years when it was really busy in here, I was usually seeing 40. Good nights, like 60 was probably my highest ever. 30 to 40 people, that's about right. And frankly, we're kind of cheating because some of those are you guys on alts. But I highly recommend Caster. It's really easy to use. It's much less expensive than Restream. It is awesome because they support Vim directly. And actually, I find it easier to use, and they have a better sort of built-in chat stuff, and their customer service is awesome. So not shilling, but a shill. So Lax is here. Yeah, long story short is, I mean, a lot of my stuff has suffered. My personal stuff, my own streams have suffered. But a lot of programs, and no, Lax, this is not a call out on you, so don't take it as I'm attacking you for saying something. I am, consider spinning less plates before you burn out. Yeah, I know. I'm just throwing it out there as I never want anybody who comes to my shows, either here on the stream, who wants to learn about the Hive blockchain, who wants to listen to fucking killer metal, who just wants to chat and hang out, whatever it is that you and I engage with, I never want any one of you to feel like I'm ignoring you or I'm not taking your questions seriously, or I never want you to feel like I just missed you or I just ignored you. So often I will give you answers that are completely and utterly unsatisfactory. But I'll answer you, honestly. And sometimes that is not the wisest move, but that's how we roll. So I immediately had somebody join in the YouTube. I whispered in your ear and they fucking peaced out again. Let's do some more music. Let me continue working on fixing... Let me work on fixing the overlay some more. I have more music. You have more ears. We have more fun. We have more chats. This is what the kids are doing on streams and on TikTok nowadays. It's called a dab. I'm hot. I'm with it. Dabs aren't cool. Are they cool? You know who taught me a dab was Howo. Howo is our young blockchain engineer on Hive. And we were in Thailand. Dylan was there. If Dylan is still listening. We were in Thailand. Yeah, exactly. How do you do, fellow kids? We were drinking on the top of a skyscraper. Yeah, Solo, I sent out new packages. In fact, Lax, I'm going to say I saw your package move today. I'm so fucking excited. So I'm going to follow up with a bunch of you because I don't think anybody got their packages. I am still waiting on a package that I bought. It's from California, which is on the West Coast. California, down here in the US. Vancouver, up here in Canada. We're like 4 inches apart geographically. I spent $500. I'm checking out Lax's package. Don't tell Gypsy. Actually, tell Gypsy. Gypsy's the one who's waiting. I spent like $500 on a package in September of last year. And it is still not here in fucking Canada. So The original first candies I sent a bunch of random packages of candy with no tracking number, with no nothing, and I recognize that was a mistake. And the first time I sent a little tiny pin to Solo in the mail years ago. That never got to him either. So I'm hoping that this time around I can break that streak. But listen, I have fucking shit to say to you guys. You know, it's gone. Whatever. Let's play some music. I'll fix the overlay. We'll have some fun. Sauna bags and space and I don't even remember what we were talking about. Also, the notifications are working, so if you want to follow on one of the accounts, it'll be like, bleh, and it'll put a zombie on the screen. It'll be better. Next week, it'll be custom. But this week, at least it's working. And actually, so I kept my stash behind. I kept extra packages of candies behind exactly for this reason, knowing that I would probably have to send out follow-up packages. So now I have no candies left because I've sent double the candies out. So anyways, don't worry, Jason, you will probably get them. It will probably take forever. I have faith. Let me play you some music. I'm going to keep working on the overlay. I'm going to get that Vim information up on there, that Vimformation, if you will, for a portmanteau. Now, Gabriel was asking last week, will I play... I have the tiniest pickle. Will I play the new Therion? And the answer is, abso-fucking-lutely I will. Now, Therion, you guys might remember one of the first times that I played this band for you. I love that JJ is in every chat. JJ is fucking tops. He's chatting everywhere. There's nowhere that JJ isn't. So here's the deal. I've played Therion for you before. Now, my experience with Therion and my favorite, play track 2. I don't know. I'll tell you what I'm playing. I have it pre-picked out. Just give it a second. So while you guys are trying to get your pickles to grow in chat, I've played a lot of Therion, and my experience with Therion, of course, was in the early 2000s, music from the late 90s. And it was a time where a lot of Therion tracks were very, very minimal. And I remember very specifically going to a store called A&B Sound, and it was a specialty music store, and going there and asking very specifically, and I had to custom order a physical Therion CD. And it was the coolest fucking thing. And I was so excited about it once it came. And I still have it to this day. Don't ask me where all my CDs are. I couldn't fucking tell you. I think maybe down there or maybe they're in the couch. They might be in the couch. But so I went out of my way to get this album. And a lot of the old Therion is a little bit minimalistic. There's some awesome choral sort of singing. And it was Theli. That's exactly it. Theli, however you would say that. I don't know. It's probably some secret society reference. That's exactly the album. One of my favorites. And one of the reasons that I found them and one of the songs that I play for you guys is they do one of the absolute best metal covers in the world. And it is a track called Summer Night City. And it is actually an ABBA track. They cover it, and it's the best fucking cover out there. It is so, so good. And it's so foreboding and kind of like weird and Egyptian, and it's the best. So I'm going to play you guys some new Therion. It's a move in a new direction. It's actually got a bit of that sort of power metal feel to it. Their newest album is called Leviathan, and it actually came out quite recently. Now, let me see. The track that Gabriel wants, it's not the track I picked. Sorry, my man. And that has Marco Hietala. That's the guy that left Nightwish last week. No, I'm going to play a track called Eye of Algol. It's very mysterious, just like me. While we're playing this music, you guys are going to bang your heads. I'm going to prep the overlay a little bit more. When we come back, it'll be not quite halfway through the show. So I've got lots more music for you. I'll probably try and find the dog a little later on. I'm going to fix everything up because I could see 10, 15, like 15 more people watching, some on Vim, some on listening on MSP Waves, some people on Twitch, lots of people on YouTube. Everything's working, which means something will probably go wrong. That's inevitable. Everything is working well, which leads me to believe that we'll probably have some sort of grand explosion or things will go sideways tonight. But hey, it is what it is. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. I play metal. I talk shit. I don't know. You guys are as much a part of the show as I am, which is probably not for the best, but hey, we're all in it together now. This is New Therion. More random pink numbers are showing up on stream. My name is Crimsonclad. That was brand new Therion, my friends. So yeah, I'm dumping things onto the stream. I'll flip back to the music for a second here. You'll see a 1 and a 1, and none of them are the same size, and some of them are different colors, and weird things are happening. And the answer is I'm getting there. So you can now see the YouTube on the screen, the Twitch is on the screen, the MSP Waves Vim stream is on the screen, the Crimsonclad Vim stream is on the screen. None of them look the same. You know what? Listen, we're happening. It's coming along. We're doing things together. It's kind of magical. We'll get it. So let me flip back to the webcam. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. You guys are hanging out with me. We're listening to cool music. That was New Therion. And yeah, so in the chat, Mariano's been talking about Therion is a classic band. That is one of those bands that, apart from, say, Nightwish, for a lot of people, it's too quiet. Okay, was it too quiet on every stream? Can everybody give me some feedback? Let's do this by... Let's do this by committee. I'll just double check that Spotify is doing the good job volume level. Adjust the volume for your environment. What the fuck does that mean? Normalized volume is on. I don't know what adjust the volume means, so I'm not going to change that for now. But we will fix my sound by committee, and in the meantime, we're going to keep chatting about some of the stuff. Twitch thought it was good. Yeah, together, Ron, we live in a society. The volume is fine. All right, good on Vim. All right, so everyone's happy. I am pleased to know that I can please you. But Therion, yeah, so early on, a lot of people, their first experience with metal in general was Nightwish. That's a normal thing. That's a very normal thing. Do you have a Spotify link? Why, yes, I do. If you want to find out anything about Full Force Radio, I have a website at fullforce.rocks, and all of the Spotify playlists, the YouTube, the Twitch, the Vim, the everything, it's all there. I literally just... put it on the website. Now, you know, speaking of crim fails, here's another retard programmer overcorrection kind of thing. You know, Ron loves to call me out when I do something wrong, which is fair, honestly. And one of the things that he always says to me is, oh, you know, you're never going to put that up on your site. And I'm like, yeah, I will. I always do. And then I realized, you know what? The reason that he thought that I wasn't, do you have an OnlyFans account? Absolutely not. No one would pay for that shit. So here's the deal. Ron kept beaking me because I don't update my website. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. I do every fucking week. I put the countdown up. It's fucking magical. Look at how great I am. Look at my countdown here. It's working again. It says, let's go. Yeah. Okay. Well, it turns out, speaking of dumb things, oh shit, I remade the whole scene go again. Wah, wah. So when you're watching now, the restream isn't going to look quite right. I'm going to have to fix that. So anyways, long story short, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Friends, I had a heckin' amazing mess up today. I realized that every time I was updating my countdown on the fullforce.rocks website, every fucking time, Ron loves this. He cropped me one time. I leaned into the microphone, which is here. I don't have it quite long enough that you could see it. So when I really lean into it to speak to you closely, I have to lean out of frame. I'm going to get it. So it's actually, I'm thinking I'm going to put it right here and it'll block this light and I'll kill two birds with one stone. But I said, Ron was right. And he lost his fucking mind about it. And he's kept it ever since then. But the reason that my site was not updated, the giant fuck off mistake that I made was, I still had, I'm never going to get used to that, tapping the headphones. I had the year on the website still set as 2020. So I was updating it every week. It's been updated, whatever it is, 6 times in 2021 already. The script still said 2020. I didn't change the year. So the countdown has said 0 seconds to next show for 2 months on my website because I went into the source code, fixed it, changed the script, picked a new date, you know, did all what I needed to do. Yep. Yep. Had it on last year. So if you've gone to Full 4-Star Rocks and you've looked at it and you're like, this bitch is dumb, can't get her own shit together. She's a professional programmer and a graphic designer and so on top of it. No, I'm a fucking idiot. So, Full 4-Star Rocks. If you are looking for my Spotify, if you're looking for whatever for the future merch store or whatever else, it's because I'm a fucking idiot and I don't know what year it is. And honestly, for the most part, I'm always confused. I'm 1,000% confused. Marco's saying it's actually still 2020. Month is the 14th. Yeah, you know, Viking Adventurers shared one time a while back, there was a website that was just counting what day of 2020 it was. I feel like we're in the like 400th day of March 2020. It's lousy Smarch weather for everyone. All right. So we just did some new Therion. We are making our way through quite an intense playlist. I do have a band called Dune up next, and they do 5-piece. They're like a prog rock band, really rich sound. And these guys I've played for you once before. They are obsessed with sci-fi and fantasy, and the Dune name, D-V-N-E, that Dune sort of moniker, is in fact, oh gosh, all of those shots are coming at me, is in fact a reference to Frank Herbert's Dune. And they do really interesting, 2020 must be annihilated. I'm annihilated. 2020, we should just, I don't know, how do we just make 2020 go away? We can't undo it. We're going to be better for it somewhere down the line, you know, a long time from now. But it sucks and it didn't feel good and it wasn't a nice month. It's the 341st of March, 2020. Fair enough. So there you go. You know, all things being said, you can have regrets and you will have regrets. Hi, everybody who's moving to YouTube. But at the same time, my God, you can't live in regrets. You can have them, you can feel them, you can have sadness, you can whatever, but you can't dwell. You can't dwell. 2020 sucked. And there's going to be a lot more hardships coming our way. But we learned things, we're getting better. And as people, there have been changes for us, for our society, because we live in a society. You know, overall, somewhere down the line, good things will come of this. Good things will come to you because you deserve them. You worked really hard this year. You probably had a lot of bad shit happen to you. And I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, you will be okay. You will. Doesn't feel like it. You will be okay. And you deserve good things. And they will come to you. It might take longer than you like. Admittedly. I will put in a good word for you. This guy doesn't listen to me too much. But, you know, the Dark Lord, you know, it could happen. It could happen, that's all I'm saying. Either way, I'm fucking rooting for you. That's got to count for something. Same to me. Thanks. I am Tommy. Close to Mike Crimrotica, please. If you give me something to read, I absolutely will. But you deserve it. Good things will come to you. Yeah. Okay, so let's do some more music. And then we'll swing back around and see what else I got for you. So Dune, sci-fi, fantasy, Frank Herbert, progressive metal from Scotland, actually. So I am going to play you a track that, again, I can't actually really pronounce for you. SIXIV. It makes me think of Elon when Joe Rogan asked Elon to talk. Ooh, Viking Adventure, that looks fucking delicious. So when Elon was talking about naming his kid, if you remember, Grimes decided to fucking name their kid some unpronounceable string of letters. Now, don't at me or whatever the equivalent of live stream is. Grimes briefly lived in Vancouver, and she's not my favorite. And, you know, for a while there, everybody was like, oh, you know, are you just like a goth girl now because you'll get a crypto guy? And I'm like, but it's fine. So Grimes is not my cup of tea. And I know that a bunch of her, you demand an address so you can view your glorious package. Lax, I want your package to get to you first. I'm not letting any of you guys send me things until I can bestow things upon you first. This is a problem of mine. If you were watching my tweets today, I have a problem and I'm willing to admit it. I'm very good at giving and I'm very bad at taking, and I'm working on the taking part. So, let me finish. So here's fucking Grimes. They named their kid XEAZ. It's a terrible fucking name. And Joe Rogan asks him about this name, and you can see the shame on his face. You can see he's like, he doesn't love that they named their kid that, but at the same time, he's accepted it, and he also gets that, like, he's kind of a meme billionaire now, so he's just kind of rolling with it at this point. And that's what the name of this song reminds me of. Elon has been all up in our business. After this break, reminder to order pizza. I have, don't worry. So after this break, we can talk a little bit more about SpaceX, space, rockets, things exploding, all of the good shit that Elon brings, maybe even crypto pumps. But let's put this track on first. It's a little bit longer. It's a 6-minute track. We're going to come back and then we'll do some more shorter tracks with, I'm going to have to cut this playlist. Oh, breaks my heart. But don't worry, I got lots of music for you. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. We call it radio, but depending on what you want, it's a live stream, it's a hangout, it's friends, it's a program, it's a... What is it? I don't know. It's MSP Waves. It's a social interactive broadcasting network. It is given to you with love. There we go. All right. It's a long fade outro here. All right, so my name is Crimsonclad. That was a harder track. Many of you did it. I'm proud of you. I'm still trying to figure out the code on these social numbers, but hey, they're showing up on the screen. So we're getting there, my dudes. We are getting there. I now have Crim's Vim is up on the screen, and there's a couple people watching over there. Hi, say hi. It comes to the chat. Twitch is up. YouTube is up. Everything is working out. Acid has joined us. We didn't scare him away. Things are working. JJ's popping off. Gypsy C. Oh, sending stuff up here is a pain, so we want to get it all done at once. Oh, she guilted me with the package consolidation. Okay, then I will. That's fine. Don't dox me. Don't send me bees. That's okay. It's cold. There are no bees. But yeah, so that was delightful. That was a delightful, heavier track. I am hoping that you think you like the repeating text more than the actual emojis. Yeah, I know. Glitch cat, glitch cat, glitch cat, glitch cat, glitch cat. Listen, let's play some more music tonight. But we've been talking a little bit about, we talked about home renos. We were talking about Neil Sonnabag briefly for a time. We've been talking a little bit about space. And you know what? Honestly, most of it tonight has been you guys putting up with me kind of fixing up the overlay on the fly. We're getting a feel for what things should look like, what things will look like. We're celebrating the fact that a bunch of the tech is coming together. My stream is slowly improving over time. It's not perfect. It's better. I'll probably continue to disappoint you. I do have a lot more like motion graphics, stingers, transitions, a bunch of stuff to integrate. But a lot of it comes down to the basics have to be nailed down. And of course, I switched software and everything's fucked up. So, you know, we're having a time. We're checking it out. We're seeing what's going on. We're accepting the things that I fuck up. You guys are very gracious that way. And, you know, so the stream, if it changes randomly on you and you don't know why, it's Crim is fucking with it. And don't worry about it. It's fine. Shh, go back to sleep. Overlay sounds hot. Well, it is. If you want to see me live, if you want to see live hot Crim action, and by hot Crim action, I mean me floundering around while I press buttons and wing graphics around on the screen, then have at you. Go anywhere you want to watch. Hey, Kenosha, thanks for joining us. So, while y'all are doing the thing, I'm going to continue on, and whatever you guys want to chat about is fine. Now, SpaceX did another launch this week, and it was obviously very exciting. And for many of you, you don't care. The rockets do nothing for you. Well, first of all, God damn it, let a little blast off happen in your pants, okay? Just let it happen. It'll be magical. But so if you're not 100% caught up with what's going on, Elon and his private company, SpaceX, he is accepting obviously a lot of government contracts and things going on with NASA, but he is putting up a fuckload of money, a fuckload of money to build rockets and test them. And so the idea is, sort of the long and the short of it is he wants to build rockets that take off vertically, go, do what they need to do, get somewhere incredibly fast, and then the landing is what's really different. They come down, they fall on their side in the belly flop style to scrub off speed without actually, both to glide and scrub off speed, using the least amount of resources possible. And then at the end, the engines do something called a kickflip, where they whoosh, straighten out the rocket again, and it comes down precision, easy for me to say, precision, back down on the pad, basically where it launched from. So this means that you don't need long runways. You don't need, special facilities. You don't need, landers that end up in the water and have to be picked up. You literally have motherfucking rockets landing on the decks of boats. It's wild. Now, not only that, these are rockets with incredible payloads. So huge amounts of people or huge amounts. You could put an entire fuck off plane, a giant, the biggest planes or the biggest, rockets or space shuttles that we've ever had built before. You can put them inside this rocket, and then you can fire this rocket off. It'll go into low orbit. It'll travel around the world in an hour and then land on its ass again. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. So, Elon's just doing hot billionaire stuff. And it is absolutely incredible. Now, of course, it's a little bit terrifying because you know who's really, really... Elon blew up a rocket and got sad. I actually would argue that he's not that sad, Marco, but you never know. So this is absolutely fascinating, also a little terrifying, because if you don't believe that the US military is incredibly interested in this, think of the ability to pick up a huge payload of personnel, their ability to straight up rocket a large amount of people around the planet to anywhere at any time and land on pretty much anything, even like a parking lot, a big ass parking lot. That is incredible and also a little terrifying. So there's good and there's bad, and like anything, it is a fabulous thing that a billionaire is undertaking it. It's a fabulous thing. It's a private company that's undertaking it. Because what it means is if you've been watching the 2 launches that have happened so far, he is 1,000% ready to blow the fuck up out of some rockets. And that's been exciting. Think about it. We've never had the possibility to watch a rocket launch knowing that, for the first one, Elon was like, 2 out of 3, it's going to land. Maybe, It didn't matter. Blowing up is actually part of the testing process in this case. It's not a bad thing. It's collection of data. We are watching the most incredible thing with no actual loss of human life and no endangerment of people, and a private company that's backing it, knowing that this is a sunk cost into basically creating a better product. And so for me, it's fucking fascinating. Yeah, that's right. Full force rocket. It is. It's expensive data, but think about it again. This is money he knew he was going to spend. And once these rockets do become landable and then take off again, all of a sudden you have an incredible cost savings. Incredible cost savings. Like wild cost savings. And the amount of money that can be made, even just doing super fast trips with huge payouts into low orbit. He will recoup this 1,000,000 times over. And what do we get? We get the best fucking fireworks shows on the planet. We get to watch rockets explode and also fly and belly flop and kickflip. So space is on my mind tonight. Elon, say what you will about Elon. The guy he's an interesting case. He's been having fun at crypto's expense. And for many of you guys who come and hang out with me, you're crypto friends as well. This has been good for your bags. It's been good for everything that's going on in your life. So why the fuck not? Am I right? All right. So we're loosely space themed tonight. There's lots of people watching all over the internet. Wherever you want to watch, I have a feed for you. My name is Crimsonclad. Hey, Eldritch. Good to see you, man. My name is Crimsonclad. Sup, fam. We lit. We are, I think. I don't 100% know what lit means. I just know it's cool slang now. So yes, we fucking lit. Hey, Shada. So... we have loosely space-themed music tonight. There is new music, space music, and a lot of crim chit-chat. Not a super prepared show, mostly a cool friends hangout. I'm working on my overlay. I am testing out some of the features, so if you subscribe to Twitch or YouTube, it makes a little thing come up on my screen. I'm working at a bunch of shit. We're making it look better, and we're having some fun together. So, taking a look at the time, we are almost officially halfway through the show, and that means I like to play my little stinger that was custom made for me to remind you what the hell you're listening to.
Full Force Radio with Crimsonclad.
With me. So, I've got more music for you. If you're willing to hang around, I've got not scary music. I have beautiful music. I have fast music. I have slow music. I have screamy music. I have hard music. I have everything in between. And hopefully, I have a lot of fun for you. So we did just listen to Dune. It was a little bit heavier, so we're going to swing back around, and I'm trying to decide what to put in next. And I thought, let's go back to some new music, and let's go to kind of a more classic sound. I want to play a band for you that I haven't played. I Hey, Prince Maury. Prince Maury. Ooh, he's a prince. This makes me think of the fact that they are making a Coming to America sequel. And I knew it, but I didn't know it and I didn't believe it. And now I've seen it and now I'm like, that's fucking rough. That's really fucking rough. God damn it. So Prince Maury, I am sure you are not a prince who is coming here to find a bride, but you might be. I don't know. You never know. Let's do some music. So I want to play a band for you called Accept. Now, Accept is one of those bands, they've been around. They've been around for a long, long time. And while they were formed in, I don't know, like early 80s, like 1980, before I was born, their biggest hit was Before I Was Born too. And I play it for you on this show fairly often. JJ is everywhere. And Maury is like calling him out on it. Yeah, I have to admit, JJ is like, am I looking for a prince? Well, I'm trying to remember the plot of Coming to America. What does he try to give that nice American girl whose dad runs the hamburger place and is blatantly ripping off? Yes! Balls to the Walls. Kenosha, what up? You're exactly right. Accept's big single was Balls to the Wall. And we make fun of it a lot. It's a great track. Accept is an awesome band. But you're exactly right. And we make fun of it a lot on this show. Because if you've never seen the album art, and you will because my overlay will show it in a second. Well, actually, I guess it won't. But the album art for it is like a leather Speedo. So it's a gentleman's sausage in a Speedo. And he's got like a stress ball in his hand. And he's just like, if you can't see the overlay, you don't know what I'm doing. But I'm pretending to squish my own balls on the stream. Because classy. But that is... that is what the cover is. It is this giant... hairy man thighs. Hey, Swoop! Giant hairy man thighs in a Speedo with a stress ball being squished. And Balls to the Wall is a fucking anthem. It's about never letting the man get you down, never being cornered. It was, wrecking balls powering through fucking walls way before Miley Cyrus ever did it. And so in this case, he's scared. I'm sorry, Maury. In this case, what I'm going to play for you is women pretending to have balls is offensive. I don't care. I have lady balls and they're huge. But you're right. I don't know the struggle. But I also kind of just assume that like when my tits knock together and get really sweaty in between, that's kind of like what a ball sack on a thigh would be. Maybe I'm wrong. We talked about balls last week. You guys weren't even here. The show always goes to balls. What's wrong with you guys? Last week we talked about how fucking weird balls are. I'm pretty sure I left the entire end of the show talking about it's very strange. It's very strange when they move by themselves. Hey, Johnny, see, you talk about balls and boom, Johnny is here. It's weird when they move on their own. Like the temperature changes and they're like... It's fucking weird. Balls are weird. Okay, listen. We're getting off track. More people are joining us on YouTube. More people are running around. Qua is back. He's no longer fake newsing. Prince Maury says balls are magical. It's good. I'm glad we all have an opinion on balls. They're strange. I'm glad men have them. I hope yours are of a shape and a size that makes you happy. Ron was very triggered last week because we said that his are very droopy and sad, and he was very upset about it. Let's actually play this Accept track. I swear to God, there was music coming. There's a reason we're talking about this. We're just never going to get there. I'm going to play you a track. It's brand new. It's off a brand new Accept album. And I will find the Balls to the Wall artwork for you guys. But it's off a brand new album called Too Mean to Die. And one of the things that Accept does best is they make music that is fuck you. That's it. And so Too Mean to Die, yep, Swoop, that's exactly it. Although your legs are looking great. You've had quite a journey, my friend. My show's got balls. That's right. Crim's got balls. Corbin says they were perky and energetic. Yeah, we did. We made him very upset. We did. Oh, gosh. All right. So, Lax, we're probably going to lose him soon. But, it has nothing to do with balls, I swear. Let's play this track. It's brand new. It's an album called Too Mean to Die. And I'd like to think that that's me. I am in my own, your new name is Prince Balls. I promise, Prince Maury, the next time you show up, I'm going to refer to you as Prince Balls from now on. Hey, Clay. See, I talk about balls and boom, here he is. Telling you, this is a good time of night. Halfway through the show, all the freaks come out. Let's play this Accept track. It's off a brand new album. I like to think that I'm too mean to die. I mean, I'm not really mean, but I am a spiteful bitch. And I'd like to think that if somebody tries to stop me from doing something, I will still do it. And I will be too mean to die. If COVID tries to get me, fuck you, COVID. I'm too mean to die. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, you did, Lax, you missed a bunch of balls. So many balls. But I do have a very good sort of fuck you authority track. I want to play you something that is very apropos for the time that we're living in. We spent a bunch of the earlier bit of the show talking about fucking 2020, man. Lousy Smarch weather. I want to play you a brand new track by Accept. Classic, like, glam rock power metal band, like some of the best stuff that came out of the 80s. I really, really enjoy their music. It's a track called How Do We Sleep? My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. It's a stupid live stream hangout radio show. Boof-bara here on MSP Waves. Listen to those drums. Turn this shit up. accept I'm fucking with the overlay. My name is Crimsonclad. We're having so much fun. Lots of shit's going on. Look at all you people. I'm fixing the overlay. If you're watching the video. Oh, hey, thanks, principals. We're having a time today. We're having a fucking time. Everything's good. Viking Adventure is going to level up. He's going to slam me with a fucking drink. So listen, my name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. Every Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever time it is for you right now, I do this show. We call it Full Force Radio. It's not really radio. That triggers our station manager. I'm also just an independent live streamer. I have a lot of fun. I'm a huge like live streaming, video game, metal, music, blockchain bullshit enthusiast. And yeah, it is a good song, except it's awesome. They're fucking awesome. I don't care if they're old school. So I was just focusing on getting the overlay changed. So as you can see, if you're watching on the overlay, Twitch is showing, YouTube is showing, most of the logos aren't there yet, but now Crimsonclad's Vim stream is showing, MSP Waves is showing, MSP Waves Vim stream is showing, and all of Discord is flying by underneath. So the only thing missing is the Theta viewers. I'm going to figure out how to pull that via an API, and eventually I'm just going to throw this all into one big number, because who needs all these stupid little numbers? But the idea is I want all of you to be recognized and show up on the screen and be part of the show, you know. So it's cool. We're getting there. It's not perfect, but, and the but is large, but there's some small improvement, right? But if it's not a radio, why do we have a station manager? I don't know. Let's flip back to the other screen. All of my shit's not working. But it's quite funny because one of my friends is talking to me on Signal right now, and I'm going to trigger him because he can't talk. He's using his actual name and doesn't want us to know it. So he's lurking and he's messaging me on Signal instead. But there you go. Somebody who knows me in real life, and many of you do. Many of you have met me in real life. You know, I have hugged many of you in person. In fact, Viking Adventure and I just hang out like last week before. We went for a walk together. Also, is it also Tommy? Yes, my name is Tommy. I am Tommy. It is fabulous. Welcome. And Viking Adventure, look what he brought. The skulls are here. And in fact, I have one with a plant in it. But I have to be careful with it. But see, this one has a succulent in it. They're going to hang up over my desk. So that's fucking cool. Many of you I've met in person. Many of you. I've hugged many of you. It's a delight. And now he's calling me a wanker in the background, my friend. He doesn't want to be doxxed, which is fair. Tell Biff to stop messaging during the show. Hello, LP Faust. I've missed you, my friend. So, long story short is, the gang's all here. They're not all showing up on the overlay on every screen. It's a fucking shit show tonight. Notifications do work now, so if you follow me on one piece of media, or at least on YouTube or Twitch anyways, it'll do a thing and a zombie will run. And yes, I'm working on getting all those features you guys ask for, but I'm slow and I'm shitty and I have a lot of things on my plate, and you hate me, but you keep coming because you hate yourself. There's a lot of weird dynamics at play here. We can do some more metal. All right, so tonight, loosely space themed, and we've got an hour left in the show, and it's probably slightly less than an hour's worth of music, but it means I would not be able to talk anymore, and we know that ain't gonna happen. It's just not. Let's be realistic. So, I am gonna try and pick a bunch of different music for you guys. Now, I will play something kind of in between. I've got some tracks that will absolutely make it in, and I'm gonna start moving them up here. So Amorphous is one of my absolute favorite bands, and if you guys come and hang out with me, and if you've been here over the many you're not mad at me, you're mad at your father. No, that's not true. I love my dad. And oh fuck, son of a bitch, he leveled up. I suspect with all the newbies in the Discord, I'm gonna get absolutely trashed. I'm gonna run out of bourbon. I'm going to get trashed. Bad things are happening. But also, I have an excellent relationship with my dad. It may be why I don't have an OnlyFans. Don't at me. I totally support sex workers, and I actually think OnlyFans is awesome. But I had to throw it out there. My dad's fucking cool. Sometimes he listens to the show. Don't ground me, Dad. Okay? Don't get drunk. Oh, buddy. There have been shows where I have been slurring and trashed and almost completely incapable of working my show. And you know what? I still do it. Yeah, Diamond Don. Good old Diamond Don. He had a fan club on Facebook for a while because he's such a weirdo. I used to have a Facebook page. Back when we did traditional social media, I made a Facebook page. It's gone now. It's deleted, sadly. But there was a Facebook page that was a fan club, and it was an invite-only fan club, and all I would do is just take embarrassing things that he said, in public or not, and just update this Facebook feed of like embarrassing things that my dad would say. And it was like a growing Facebook page for a while. So cheers to JJ and the rest of you here who are waiting for me to drink. You think only Simpson women like OnlyFans? You know what? No, I think it's a pretty incredible and awesome thing. I think there's a lot of equity missing when it comes to diverse forms of sex work. And I think for a lot of people, yeah, Clay has seen me as a mess. Clay is singing chat. I've seen Crim drink half a liter of Jack Daniels, do a show, and then walk around Bourbon Street for hours. It's true. That was a rough night, but I can drink a lot. The one who is lurking can also confirm I can drink a lot. So anyway, Crim's a lush. My dad's a very special guy, and we're gonna listen to some more music. So I'm gonna pop my favorite band in here, and I have not been able to see them in a long time. You guys know that, and you guys all know the story of how much I love them and how we were doing some arts and crafts on air not that long ago, and I actually framed up a bunch of my favorite Amorphous stuff, which I did it on air, but I still haven't hung it up, but there you go. My favorite Amorphous stuff is all beautifully framed now. I'm very proud of myself. Look at this. Arts and crafts from Full Force Radio. So I'm going to play you some. And I was thinking, you know what? How do you get a folk-inspired band from Finland who does really beautiful melodic death metal to... How do you get them kind of tied into a space playlist? And they actually popped up on my radar again because they re-released some older tracks. And I usually at least once a week go back through their discography. So I want to play a track called Brother Moon. Now, without being too rude and, you know, gently, kindly, but slightly casually racist, there is sort of in the crypto space, canceled. In the crypto space, there is this habit for English as a second language speakers to often address you as brother or sister. And in the crypto space, when a coin does well or a token does well and the price goes up, it's mooning. So Brother Moon is so appropriate across so many levels for this playlist, and it has nothing to do with the music itself. That's the name of the track. It's a very sort of pagan nature, you know, kind of theme, but it ties into the playlist, and it's an excuse for me to put my favorite Melodeath band in your ears. So here you go. It's a track called Brother Moon. It's off a really early album by Amorphous called Eclipse. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. Just turn this up because this is so fucking good. I'm biased, but... All right, there you go. I love that electric organ. It's very like inspired by the Doors. It's very 60s, 70s, and it weaves through all of Morphous tracks. And I've actually talked a lot about how very, very early in their discography, and I mean early, way back. Oh, Matt, that's right. I've never hugged Matt because he's an Aussie. Not saying that I wouldn't hug you because you're an Aussie, but I haven't because you're upside down and I haven't been able to get you yet. But you're right, I did. There is a picture of me with Russell, which is the cockatoo that Matt sits around the world. And this bird goes to all of these meetups. And I had the pleasure of meeting Russell and Play Pig Destroyer. It's been a while since you've asked me, my friend. So hey, it's good. Pink for the pink god, pink for the pink throne. All of the terrible, terrible references are being made. I didn't realize I was like, I'm a disciple of Slanesh or whatever, but I guess I am. So we've had many a good show, including a great Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons show. That was killer. We had so much fun. But so I'm working on things on the main screen, and yes, Black Winter's Day is fabulous, but if you go far enough back in Amorphous' discography, they have an album called Tales from the Thousand Lakes, and that album is this beautiful, awesome early Amorphous album that has a lot of that great sort of electric organ sound. And I love Oglaf. They're hilarious. So there you go. My sister. I always follow Oglaf every week. So there's Russell. Matt, I don't know. We should look for the picture. I think it's Leah is in the photo with me. Girl Gone Crypto. It's me and Girl Gone Crypto and Russell hanging out together in... Where did I meet Russell? I met Russell in Poland. That's where I met Russell, which is so fucking cool. All right, so... let's continue. I'm still fixing the overlay. If you're looking, we're still on the music screen. Numbers are there. Things are working. I'm just getting ready to kind of add more things to the screen. Like I'm getting ready to put the Vim logo together. Listen, we're getting there. It's happening. Things are coming together. They're taking their time, but I got it. So, just if you just bear with me, this is eventually going to look like a very fucking professional deal, I promise you. So there's 2 people watching on my Vim, so let's put the Vim logo next to that number. We're going to get it. It's going to happen. It's going to work. It just won't happen as quickly as you guys want. But we're getting there. We're fucking getting there. All right, so let me... Crim is a metal hipster. I might be. I honestly might be. But I love new stuff too, and I'm playing brand new tracks tonight as well. So let me jump off this page and come back to the main webcam page, even though we'll be back in like 4 seconds. And you just realize there's a clown missing. Yeah, Ron turns into a pumpkin if it gets too late. So he warned me earlier that he would not be able to make it through my whole show. It's late for a lot of you. Big shout out. For some of you, it's Friday already. For people on the East Coast, it's coming up on midnight. Here on the West Coast, best coast, westiest, wettest coast, the wettest coast here in Vancouver, it's as early as it's going to be, quite honestly. Ew, metal hipsters. I mean, I don't know. People think I'm a hipster because I have big glasses as well, which is, and actually earlier I was wearing a toque. I had a slouchy toque. I have a big head, so I need big glasses and big hats. And then people are like, hey, you're a hipster. And I'm like, no, I'm blind and my head gets cold. I don't have an option. This is just what has to happen. This is just my fucking face. It's 3 a.m. for you. See? So some of you guys are fucking dedicated people. You're amazing. Me, it's like 7 p.m. I haven't eaten and I'm a hangry bitch. My pizza is somewhere. It's not here. So, Corbin, you have a big, bushy, beautiful beard. So does Clay. So do many of you. You're cultivating mass in the beardal area. And people are like, oh, you have a beard? You must be a hipster. Not, you must be a man. And men grow facial hair, and some people grow beards. Or, that's not a gender specific thing. I had a beautiful coworker one time who just had like out of control hormones and also had a very long beard, and it was the bane of her existence. But regardless, bearded lady aside, which is me. I've been working on one for a while. Maybe by November I'll have something to show you guys. But it's like, It's ridiculous. No, I'm not a hipster. This is literally what evolution has my body do. Okay? Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate. Hipsters have ruined everything for all of us. Even, like correctional lenses, facial hair, keeping your head warm, liking music from, a bygone time. You're a hipster, apparently. All right. So let's see what else I've loaded up on the playlist for you dudes tonight. Clay will be happy. I am, excuse me, terrible. No Rona, no whammy. I'm bringing back one of my favorite things. Yeah, Viking Adventure, rocking the man bun. That's another hipster thing. Heaven forbid you're a dude and you grow your hair out, because bury you in your shades. Done deal, my dude. That's another thing that people get on dudes for. Man bun, you're a hipster, obviously. It's also we're all in fucking lockdown and our hair is a disaster and a mess. So what do you do with it? You fucking put it back. I want to bring back something that I had from early in my days. early in my days from doing this show. And so one of the big ones was, obviously, we always end the show by upping the irons. I need a nasal probe. Please don't go in my nose. Please don't. I had the test. It was awful. I did not like it. I had it, the nasal thing. I don't recommend. It was very invasive. But I see that they'll swab your butt now. So you know what? If that's what you like, they'll take care of you. So butt swabs aside, we're going to get through this someday. We're going to play some music. I swear to fucking God. I'm bringing back something from really early on in my stream career. And that is Mandatory Motorhead. Lemmy, huge influence on me. So given that all this last week we were talking a little bit about the stock market, we're talking about crypto mooning, we're talking about finances and defiance, I'm going to play you a perfect, no music, all crim. Some people would love it. Some people would immediately leave. I can't get the balance right. Some of you would be fucking happy and some of you would be like, and immediately flip the table. It would just never work. Like, yeah, it would be bad times. So let's just not have a whole crim show. So moving on. Let's actually play this fucking Motorhead track before somebody does flip my whole stream and everybody goes sideways. Let's actually do this. Let's find my playlist here now that I'm out of Where's Gabriel with his anal swab? If it's Gabriel that's giving the anal swab, man, it's not that I don't trust you, Gabe. It's that I really don't want that, but it's fine. Let's do it. I'm going to play some Mandatory Motorhead. It's a perfect track for tonight's show. What can I say? I'm going to play you a track called Eat the Rich. My name is Crimsonclad. We are coming into the last 40 minutes of Full Force Radio. I swear to God, this is just... I don't know, man. Eat the rich.
They say music is the mood of love. Let's see if you're hungry now. Take a bite, take another, just like a good boy would. Get a sweet thing on the side, home cooking on the side. Side order, could be a daughter, and you're looking good. Come on, baby, eat the rich, but then buy it on the son of a bitch. Don't mess up, don't you give me no switch. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Sitting down in a restaurant, tell the waiter just what you want. Is that the meat you wanted to eat? How would you ever know? Hash browns and bacon strips. I love the way that you lick your lips. No food, I can see it drooling. Feel the hunger grow. summer. Come on, baby, fight that sucker. Yourself, come on and bite my bone. Come on, baby, eat the rich. Bite down on the son of a bitch. Don't mess around, don't you give me no switch. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Sitting here in a high tuxedo. You wanna see my bacon torpedo?
Sorry about the angry noise there in the background. I was trying to fuck with the overlay and I messed it up. I'm adding logos now. We're getting there. Well, one part of the overlay anyways. Hey, my name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio, a classic from Motorhead. Eat the rich. So we're getting some logos. We're fixing things. I got a drinketh. That's not a real level. Don't fucking cheat. All right, so people are wildly flipping tables in chat. There's magical, musical, dancing, fucking faces, and it's a good time. A good time is being had by all. So, I mean, I will switch back to the webcam view, but it's broken. So, and the transition doesn't work. I don't know if you guys can hear my stomach grumbling. So, yeah, it wasn't a level up. I know, I'm sorry. My name is Tommy. That is correct. I am Tommy. And, let us continue. Let us pray. If you want to hear a little bit more about that, you can always come back. Go to mspwaves.com. Listen, if you're watching me on one of my personal channels, you're fucking cool. Thank you. I fucking love you. Follow me if you want to find me again. If you never want to see me again, don't follow me. It's as simple as that. I'll just disappear out of your life the second you close the window. But if you're looking for more stuff like this, if you're enjoying tonight's entertainment, and if you would like to hear a little bit of lo-fi hip-hop and learn a little bit about sustainability and like talk about some cool shit, we have a great show on Sunday with Mackenzie Gary. Go to mspwaves.com/schedule or just check it out. You'll find we have a ton of really fucking cool DJs. I mean, hanging out and chat with us is Clay. He does the Coffee and Philosophy on Saturday nights. LP Faust will be on tomorrow. He does fart jokes, basically. Punk rock and fart jokes for Joculation. Long story short, where I'm going with this, and many of you know it, but many of you are new viewers tonight. Many of you are suckers that got roped in by talk of balls and loud blast beats. We have a whole lineup. If you want to go to mspwaves.com, you know, you can just hang out and live stream with me, or you can go to mspwaves.com and discover a bunch of other cool live streamers, radio DJs, video broadcasters that might make you happy. I don't know. Think about it. Maybe. Crim sent you. If you hate it, it's not my fault. Fuck you. All right, so yeah, there we go. I haven't seen the shocker in a while, but there is a delightful a delightful image of me with the shocker in chat. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. That's called the shocker. Look at how far my camera has come, you guys. In that one, look at the difference. My lighting is different. This was before I had a different monitor, but look at the quality difference. I would just like to point out that shit's going down, dudes. I want you to recognize that, like, my shit is improving. All right, so knowing we don't have that much time left, let us continue, because I still have half the playlist. Oh my God. I want to play a track by a group called Mariana's Rest. Now, I'm going to do my best to try and fit in more music tonight. We're definitely 1,000% ending with Unleash the Archers. And we usually do try and sneak some Iron Maiden in. I'd like to play some new Soen for you, so we're gonna see how much I can just cram into you with love and with full force. So Mariana's Rest is another Finnish melodeath band. I'm a huge fan of a lot of the music that comes out of Finland. Don't ask me why. Acid, what can I say? I like you too. But yeah, I know, right? It's the Spocker and the Shocker, like, they're really, really, really close together. Wait, your Shocker is 1 in the pink and 3 in the stink? That's a shock, all right. And the Showstopper is a fist. Holy shit. Rudeness in chat aside, and acid fake newsing, I'm a big fan of a lot of the music that comes out of Finland. And Finland is one of those places that in the winter, there's not a whole lot to do. You write music, and the winters are long, and the winters are intense. The days are cold. A lot sort of what, like, Lax sees during the winter up where he is, above the Arctic Circle. And the reality is they put out music that has all of the cold and depth of ice and winter and snow and fear and pain and all of the things that creep up on you in the darkness after a while. And it's just one of my favorite things about Finnish metal is I find it's incredibly emotive, and there's a certain sound to it that I really like. So I'm going to play this band called Mariana's Rest. And there's probably a term for it, and if Acid is listening, he might be able to tell us. There's sort of like a melancholy that the Finnish people embrace and adopt. And what's the Bane meme? I was born in it, I was molded by it. That's the melancholy for the Finnish people. And it makes good fucking music, basically. So I'm going to play you a track called Unsinkable. I want to play something that, you know, this is a holdover from that positivity music that I was playing you guys last week. It didn't fit the theme in terms of being prog and bright and beautiful and gent and like Pliny, but the sort of defiant theme is there as well. So I'm gonna play this track called Unsinkable. I'm gonna keep working on the overlay. If there's something you want to see, if there's something you want to do, if you just want to chat, feel free wherever you may be watching. I'm here to hang out with you for another 40 minutes ish, give or take. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. Mariana's Rest on MSP Waves.
Ships, sailorless, lay rotting on the sea. They slept on the abyss without a surge.
right, there you go. Mariana's Rest. Fucking awesome. Some great blast beats there. And like, surprisingly, oh, Darsico, that's an awesome photo. My thighs are very unhappy. What is the unique value proposition of your podcast? Well, first of all, I don't ever share this anywhere. I don't ever share this anywhere. So is it a podcast if I never share the podcast feature of my podcast? This is like earlier today, I was trying to weasel out of Marco taking me to task for being really bad at marketing. And I was like, and he was teasing me because he's like, well, you've never fucking really tried because you have such a problem with marketing your shows. You feel so uncomfortable by it. You've never even fucking tried, which is, it's true. I don't like to admit it, but it's true. But I'm like, so technically by not trying not to try, doesn't that mean technically I did try in a way? But yeah, so people have asked me this before, and I always kind of, I kind of beat around the bush on this. I'm a little wishy-washy about it. But so the reality is, I don't usually... Jason, winter is coming, bitches. So the reality is this isn't really technically a podcast. And there's a lot about this stream that makes it not super suitable for podcasts. And so maybe I'll get some feedback from you guys on this. One of the big reasons that I don't share this on podcast sites is because I do play royalty music. And so when people are asking, oh, how can you do this? Well, here's how it works. I don't give a shit about Twitch. If they ban me, they ban me. If she dies, she dies. On YouTube, I don't monetize my videos. And so what that means is if my videos do get monetized, the money just goes to the artists that I'm playing anyways, which is fine by me. Totally cool. I don't make this to make money, which is a mistake, and I'll fix it. So those are the two big things. But what it means is for the station and for us to play through MSP Waves and all of the other streaming, we actually pay royalties. We do. We spend money to artists through a licensing program specifically to actually make up for the fact that we have a license to play this music. And so that for me is great. That's perfect. Now, with the podcast side of things, you guys are always asking, oh, it should be a podcast. For me to go through, say like Anchor, I'm going to butcher your name. Mijay Milialdis. What is the contact of the direct? If you're asking about what is this show about, because I see you just have jumped on to the Vim stream there. This is a bullshit chat and metal show. I'm sending money to labels. But unfortunately, that's what you have to do to not get taken off the air. So I personally support artists directly. If you want to at me, if you want to come for me for that, trust me, I have given more money to artists directly than any single person here. That's not a brag. That's not a virtue signal. That is 1,000% the truth. So yeah, they are. The labels are the ones who hold the copyright. That's an unfortunate reality of the music industry. Things are changing for streamers. That's changing for streamers, and it's changing for a lot of people who are looking for ways to share their music. And a lot of blockchain solutions are out there for ownership, for publishing, for monetization, but that's a whole other show. So long story short is I would like to make a podcast. Here's part of the issue, and here's what in the coming year I'm hoping to accomplish. And hi, Dunn. I didn't say hi to you as you came in. Darsico, I would go to like a minimum of 4 live shows a month, and I would buy like a $50 t-shirt at all of them. I have spent a lot, but you know what? You've got a lot of time on me, and you had a really cool ticket business. So you know what? I'm going to guess that if there's somebody who can compete with me, it's you. So what I need to do and what I have to do to kind of pursue the podcast thing is not have a unique value proposition. I don't have one of those. I suck. I don't know why you're all here. But what I would need to do is I would need to cut these streams down. So somebody would have to take all the audio, rip it out of the video, or I would record it by itself. And it would need to be edited. All the music would need to come out, and it would need to be condensed down in a way that would make it a podcast, is basically it. Now, I don't have time for that. I would love to do it. If I could, I would spend all my time on making this and my live streams better. But I volunteer a lot. Bra, $50 t-shirt. What the fuck is it made of? It's made of Gildan heavy cotton, but that's the reality is by the time these bands pay to have this merch schlepped around from, you know, place to place with them, and the costs that they do up front, the only way for them to make money is to, you know, charge ticket prices and charge merch. So it's made of my tears is what it's made of. Scratchy, itchy tears. So with all that being said, and hi to everybody who's hanging out on Vim. Crimson? No, Vim's on. I don't know. I don't got nothing. I'll work on it. But so the long and the short of it is I'm looking at ways to do some of this audio editing, and I have, and I hope that I will be doing some video editing as well for like monthly stream highlights, clips and stuff for YouTube and for 3Speak and for other video sharing places. But the reality is I don't have a lot of time. I really suck at doing things that are good for myself for growth and marketing. And when I do have time, I put it towards other people's work because I like to lift others and really support other people's projects. That's my favorite. This is the tweet of the day. I'm really fucking good at supporting other people. I feel disgusting doing it for myself. I don't know why. It's not logical. Let's play more music. I will continue working on the overlay. You can see all the numbers are showing up. The text is looking right now. There's still some shit that's broken, but shh, we'll fix it. Little by little. Have incredibly lowered expectations, and I will meet them. My name is Crimsonclad. I'm playing some loud music for you tonight. Roughly space themed, a little bit defiant, lots of new music, and keeping an eye on the time. Who's still here in chat with me? Quite a few people. Shh, only dreams now. Yes. Is it? What is yours? Yours is an evolution. Yours is Ghost though. And that Ghost shirt was like $50. It was rough. Let's take a look at my playlist and what I can play next. God, I have so much good shit here and I'm not going to be able to play so much of it. I could play you guys a really, really like slow, intense, doom psychedelic track. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a track by a group called Soen, just to kind of balance out some of the heavier tracks and some of the lighter tracks. Now, Soen I've played for you guys a ton of times. They are basically a super group of other metal and rock musicians. I wouldn't necessarily call them truly metal. They're heavy music. They do a lot of sort of metal percussion and riffs. Their singing is clean. It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. And everything they put out is fabulous. So, fun enough, speaking of new music, they did just put out an album called Imperial. And Imperial came out, I think, last week. I don't know. I don't have it memorized, so I will tell you. January 29th. So what is that? Yeah, a couple days ago. This is not even a week old. I'm going to play you a track off this album called Monarch. It's a beauty. We will go down, down, down into some more loud music, and we will end up with some Maiden and some Unleash the Arches. I will have to thoroughly slash a bunch of tracks off this playlist, but that's okay. They'll go back in my giant bucket full of goodness that gets recycled into other playlists. You'll be able to find this on Spotify, and all of the music that I play tonight will be available for you if you like it. You can pick and choose, cherry pick what you like, take the rest and chuck it in the fuck it bucket. My name is Crimsonclad. I mean, honestly, we haven't been doing as much chatting tonight, which is maybe for the best. There was some balls earlier. There were, you could have had 2 months of those clips, but you said no. I don't want you to do it, Marco. I feel bad because I can't pay you. It's not because I don't want you to do it, but if I don't have time for it, how can you have time for it? I am not, I don't want to lean on a listener and force, thank you again, JJ. I don't want to force a listener to like do my dirty work for me. That feels like bullshit. So let me play this music for you. We'll come back. We'll chat a little bit more before the end of the show. I'm going to continue working on the overlay. We're having a lot of fun. If you are here and you're watching, say hi, because I can see all of you now because all the numbers are on the chat. You're floating around down below, creepy little heads. You're showing up on my snitch list. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. I'm going to play you brand new Soen. The track is called Monarch. I don't know. It doesn't fit the list. Shut up. It's fine.
into the fire.
I wasn't quick enough to unmute my mic there, and I was working on the image, and then I started talking about it. Yes, he snuck a level in on assuming makes you an ass. And meanwhile, Road to Nowhere's in the background going, yeah, I could bang a goth chick to this. Yes, absolutely, you could. 1,000%. All right, so let's get another... Jesus Christ. Let's get another shot going. And drinketh! Drink in a way that is old-timey and medieval. That was a very unsatisfying pop. Let me try again. I'm always worried about, opening this and just flinging alcohol everywhere and then you guys having even more things to make fun of me for. Oh, it didn't work. Whatever. It's fine. Drink. It is very well done. All right, so, and he's going to take a drink with me. Ooh, the Kraken. You have to do the growler. Have you guys ever seen the growler, backwards, shoulder heft? It's meant for, the old-timey giant jug. You gotta spin your arm around and balance it on your whole elbow, and then that's what you gotta do, man. I don't know why I would know that. Don't worry about it. All right, so... I don't know how many shots we are deep, but I'm feeling great. What else could go wrong? There's not a whole lot of time in the show, so we will have to trim out pretty much everything. You know, it's funny, Eldritch, because I know you're just busting my balls because I also have balls. We're always back to balls. Busting my balls, but the reality is one of the biggest things about metal shows is it's never 9. It's never heavy enough. It's too scary. It's not scary enough. I don't like clean vocals. I love clean vocals. Oh, this is, 2 chords. This isn't technical enough. It's too technical. Oh, this is just noise. Oh, it's doom. Oh, it's sludge. And the reality is you'll never meet everybody's tastes. And often a lot of people are very uncomfortable with metal in the first place. Or the flip side... The flip side is they love metal. Hey, we've just hit 1,000 messages in chat. That's a disaster. Well done, guys. So the reality becomes, I will never create a metal show that in a lot of ways, yeah, you love sewing, which is perfect. I'll never create a metal show that'll match everybody's expectations, and I'm okay with that. And people always challenge me on it. You're not cult enough. Oh, you're a girl. Oh, you're too young. Oh, you're not old enough. Oh, you're too old. Blah, get with it. And the reality is, that's okay. Fuck you, I play what I want. All right, so knowing we have not that much time left in the show, we got 15 minutes. We can fit in Iron Maiden and Unleash the Archers. So all the things getting cut from tonight's playlist: Thy Catafalque, Catatonia, Amon Amarth, Sludge, Arcadia, Archecho, Alcest, Infinity Shred. It's all getting cut. So that's okay. It'll go back in the big bucket. And I just deleted Moonchild by Iron Maiden because I'm an idiot. Yes, I totally have Moonchild on the playlist for tonight because of course I do. You need Iron Maiden and you need something to fit the theme. So let's do that. We're going to play it. I'm going to come right back and make sure I have enough time to say goodbye because I've got a long, incredible Unleash the Archers track for our last track. Penultimate. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio.
7 deadly sins, 7 ways to win, 7 holy paths to hell, and your trip begins. 7 downward slopes, 7 bloodied hopes, 7 are your burning fires, 7 your desires.
Iron Maiden, Moonchild off Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Fucking awesome album. I love everything Maiden, so I can't argue very much. So listen, guys, we are coming up towards the end of the show. I will probably get cut off because the last track that I want to play for you is too long. So if you are listening on MSP Waves, I am saying goodbye to you now because I'm not going to be able to come back and say goodbye to you after. If you are listening on one of the other streams, we will continue to the end of the show, to the end of the song. So listen, good fun was had by all. We're working on the overlay. It's been kind of a fucky night. It doesn't look beautiful. It doesn't look perfect, but we're getting there. Things are, yes! Always unto the end. It's true. You guys are fucking dedicated motherfuckers. I will say, I'm looking at the overlay, and one of my favorite things that I've realized tonight from working on this is Eldritch has an emoji in his name. He's a little pig at the end of his name. And the emoji glows because I put the glow effect on people's names. The little glowing red, like, satanic pig on the overlay just brings me great joy. So I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to play a fabulous Unleash the Archers track. You could start hearing the alcohol in my voice now. So we're going to finish up with a track. It's a long one, but it's so fucking good. I couldn't not. And so it's off the newest album, Abyss. Unleash the Archers I talk about a lot on this show because they're a local group. I've gotten to see them many, many times here in Vancouver. You know, they're from here. They've been gaining a lot of recognition this last year, especially last 2 years. But I mean, when I first started going to their shows, it was like them at the rickshaw with like 30 people. And it's fabulous to see them doing well. So I'm always going to rep these guys. But outside of the, thank you. Yay! But so the reality is I'm always going to rep them because hometown nepotism and all that. But yeah, and Viking Adventurer were probably at the show with me and we never knew. But so the reality is that I'm not just being nepotistic. They are one of the absolute best power metal bands out there right now. They are exciting, they're dynamic, they're incredibly talented, they're great with their instruments. Brittany Slays' voice is fucking gold. They're an awesome band, and I highly recommend you check out their whole discography. They're so fucking worth it. But also Canadian nepotism. I'm like the government of Canada, except I have better hair than Trudeau, and also I'm slightly less of a fucking idiot, I hope. But the reality is we have CanCon laws. We have Canadian content laws on the radio. We gotta play X amount. I think it's like 30% Canadian content. So consider this some of that good old CanCon. I'm gonna play you guys a long-ass track. But it is one of the best off of Abyss. The whole album is actually a space opera, and I highly recommend that you check it out. And the lurker that's watching, if he is still watching, actually went with me to an Unleash the Archers show. But so their most recent album from 2020 is called Abyss, and it's actually sci-fi themed. They have a bunch of space themed tracks, but I'm gonna play you one from almost the end of the album called The Wind That Shapes the Land. It is so good. It's so worth it. It's 8 minutes long. I'll be back at the end of it to say goodnight to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the stream tonight. Don't leave. This track is so fucking worth it.
Somehow I find myself standing on the edge of something that I desperately need. From this moment I will not be the same. No more crying for the things I can't change. Here I will put this tear to rest.
Oh, what a fucking trip that track is. Yeah, 8.5-minute long song, and for a lot of people on the Discord, they dropped out because my scheduled slot on MSP Waves was finished. So they cut you off. That giant hook comes out and yanks you off the air. But here on my personal streams, just you and me and the wall, and whoever else is watching, we finished it up. And if you are seeing things flying around on the overlay, it is because zoomies. Yeah, it is because I'm actually working on sort of adding some extra zhuzh in the background. So you'll see I'm duplicating the cover art and kind of expanding it a little bit. I'm gonna blur this one and kind of drop the color out of it and kind of, I'm getting creative with that shit. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Next week, I'm going to try and work on a themed show. I know I normally have better topics for you guys to talk about. Tonight was a lot of rambling and a lot of me working on the overlay and ruining the stream simultaneously. It's the first night that we use the Streamlab. Ta-da! So, with that being said, also my phone is going off, so if my face is vibrating on camera, it is... it's because... Look at it! It's because an alarm's going off reminding me to eat. All right, thanks for coming to hang out with me. I'll be back next Thursday. If you want to follow me here, there, everywhere, you can go to fullforce.rocks. All of the information that you need from the show will be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. You can always watch the show again on YouTube. I'm working on getting better every week. It is a very slow process, but I appreciate you nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed the music. We shall reconvene here next week for a pre-Van Valentine's Day show. Anyways, good night, dudes. My name is Crimsonclad, and I am done. Bye. Bzzt, bzzt.